Welcome back to Mastering MHA MBA and the final part of Chapter 8. We have covered organizing and the 5 structures. Now, in Part 3, we look at where organizational design is heading and why so many companies are cutting whole layers of management. First, the big idea. Organizational design is the process of configuring an organization to fit its environment. There is no one size fits all. A fast food chain and a software startup face different worlds, so they should be built differently. The trends we are about to cover are all about matching structure to a faster, more uncertain world. Trend 1. Organizations are getting flatter. As companies grow, they tend to get taller, adding management layers. But tall structures are expensive and slow, and they put distance between the top and the front line. So the modern push is to strip out layers and flatten the pyramid. Flattening changes one key number, the span of control, the number of people reporting to a single manager. A tall organization has narrow spans, each manager overseeing just a few people. A flat organization has wide spans, each manager overseeing many. Fewer layers means wider spans. Next question, who gets to decide? When top management hoards the decisions, that is centralization. When lower levels are trusted to decide the things they know best, that is decentralization. The trend runs toward decentralization, though the smartest firms use technology to decentralize decisions while still keeping central visibility. Decentralization runs on delegation, the process of entrusting work to others. It takes 3 steps. 1. Assign responsibility, explain the task. 2. Grant authority, give the person the power to actually do it. And 3. Create accountability, agree on how they will report back. Miss any step and delegation breaks. The golden rule of delegation is that authority must equal responsibility. Never hand someone a job without the power to do it. Yet many managers struggle here. In one survey, only about a third of new managers felt confident delegating. The most common failure is not delegating at all, trying to do everything yourself, and drowning. Done well, delegation leads to empowerment. Giving people the freedom to make decisions, show initiative, and do their jobs the best way they see fit. Empowerment is the engine of decentralization. It unlocks the talent people already have and lets the whole organization move faster. All of this reflects a shift in the kind of organization that wins. The old model is the mechanistic design, a tight, rules-driven bureaucracy that is great for stable, predictable work like a fast food kitchen. The new model is the organic design, decentralized, team-based, and adaptive, which thrives in fast-changing creative environments. Think of a Spotify or a Twitter. Structure is not just the org chart, it is also when and where people work. Alternative schedules are everywhere now. A compressed work week packs full-time hours into fewer days, like the 4-day, 10-hour week. Flex time lets people choose their start and end times. And since the pandemic, remote and hybrid work have permanently reshaped where the office even is. Here is where this gets very current and it ties the whole chapter together. We are living through what people are calling the Great Flattening. In 2025, the average manager's span of control jumped from about 11 direct reports to 12, and roughly 40% of employees say their company cut management layers. Amazon alone cut around 14,000 corporate roles, explicitly to remove bureaucracy. And a new force is accelerating it: artificial intelligence. Gartner predicts that 1 in 5 companies will use AI to flatten their structure, because AI can handle much of the information routing and coordination that middle managers used to do. The lesson of this chapter is playing out in real time. Structures are getting flatter, faster, and more organic. Let us recap Part 3. Organizational design matches structure to environment. The trends are clear: flatter organizations with wider spans, more decentralization, delegation, and empowerment, and a shift from mechanistic to organic designs, all reshaped by alternative schedules, remote work, and now AI. This builds on our chapter notes from Schermerhorn and Bachrach's Exploring Management 7th edition on trends in organizational design, updated with 2025 data on the great flattening of middle management. That completes Chapter 8 on organizing. You now understand the formal and informal structure, the 5 ways to structure a company, and where organizational design is heading. If this helped you, subscribe so you do not miss the next chapter, and we will see you there.